Welcome to another In Wheel Time podcast. Join us.
From the Lone Star Street Rod Association State Run in Granbury, Texas, it's the In Wheel Time Car Talk Show. Coming up, we got Don Grouleff, who's got his Model A over here.
Yeah.
He actually spent some time on the Bonneville Salt Flats. We're going to hear the story. It's going to be good, I know. Okay, we're also going to have some of our popular features and this week's automotive news headlines. Howdy, along with Mike out of this world, Mars. We always need more Jeff Zekin. Chief Engineer David Ainsley is over here. Lean in, David. Say hello.
Lean in, Dave.
Let's see your hand or
There's
something.
a hand.
There you go.
Look at that hand.
Yeah, just woke up. I'm Don Armstrong. Glad you could join us. Hewlett Park is where we're located in Granbury, Texas, right next to the lake.
50th anniversary.
50th anniversary of the Lone Star Street Rod Association. And, when we were out having dinner last night, we thought, it seems like it's a little light in people eating out. It's not light here in the park.
No.
Everybody and his mother is here. Mm-hmm. They all went to bed early. Yeah, that's what it is. Because I don't even see any open spaces anymore.
No.
They're still coming in.
And they're filling up. Even if there's a few, they're finding them.
Our first guest wasn't able to get his car out to get over here, so he's trying to finagle that and see if we can.
Wrecker.
Well,
No, you
I'm
can't-
not sure how they're doing that.
You
Not
can't
my
see
job.
can't see in front of us, but there's a playground park for the kiddos, and on the other side of the park, they're all lining up as well. Now, last year they weren't over there.
That's correct.
This year they're lining up
Yeah.
over there, and
Matter
there's
of
some
fact,
nice ones.
I moved my car, the one that I drove up here. And thank you, Kimberly Schultz, by the way, for coming through, as she always does.
Yes, she does.
And so we're driving a Alfa Romeo.
Yeah, it starts with an S. Salvatore.
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 Yeah, it's a Veloce.
Oh, is it? No,
it's a model of the, It's a
Stellato.
Genovese. I don't know what it is. Go ahead, Mark.
Stelvio, isn't it?
Stelvio, that's it.
It's a
Ooh-la-wee.
Stelvio Veloce. Or as
You
if
ordered that for
us-
dinner last night.
For us Texans, it'd be Veloce.
Veloce.
V-L-O-C-E.
Or if you're in East Texas,
got-
it's a green car.
It's a green car. That's exactly what it is. But anyway, thank you, Stellatus. Thank you, Kimberly Schultz. We appreciate
Kimberly.
it.
All
It
right.
did good, and we still haven't put any gas in it. We did 300 miles all the way up here, and it's still got at least a quarter of a tank.
I got an Oklahoma credit card. A siphon.
Good for you. So our guest, Don Grouleff, he's the owner of this really nice Model A. Tell me it's great to have you here. Thanks.
Thank you.
Tell me about number 731. What does 731 mean?
That was my number when I was racing at Bonneville, El Mirage. That was a SATA designated number
Your
for me.
registration number.
Yes,
Yeah.
correct.
What year was that?
Oh, I started that in about 93, 94.
Yeah.
What made you do that? What possessed you to do that with this car?
Well, I'd been drag racing probably 10 or 12 years prior to that, and I just woke up one morning and it's something I'd always wanted to do, thought about Bonneville. And I thought, hot rodders have done that forever, so I need to, if I don't do it now, I probably never will.
Yeah.
So I stripped the fenders off and put a cage in it and did everything I had to do to make it legal.
Wow.
And apparently it worked. How fast did you get it up to?
The fastest we ever ran, it wasn't a record, but 196.
196 in that car.
And it wasn't a record.
I will assume that you've done some modifications to the suspension to do 196 miles an hour.
Well, it's basically just typical hot rod suspension and stuff underneath,
Yeah.
dropped axle.
It's got a dropped axle, but it's also got kingpins in it, does it not?
Yes.
It's old school.
Yes, it's all old school.
Yeah. So how did you get all of that balanced to do that kind of speed?
Be honest with you, I don't know.
Luck
It's
of-
just
luck of the draw?
Luck.
Yeah. And did you have to buy any special tires for it to
Oh,
get it?
yeah. We had some speed-rated tires for it.
Yeah.
And
what kind of motors it got in it?
now it's got a 350 small block
What
Chevy.
did it have on it back then?
A 259 cubic inch small block Chevy.
Oh, wow.
It was a mix match of a bunch of different parts. I was in my class. I was allowed 260 cubic inches, so I kept it at 259. And
I don't believe I've ever heard what was the basis for the 259. It wasn't a 283.
No, it was a 305 block and a D-stroke 283 crank.
You got it in the crank.
Yeah.
You can't see it on the show, but he's got a promotion board here with all of the accolades that this car has done, from El Mirage Dry Leg to Muroc Dry Leg to the 6th Street Rodder Magazine Nostalgic Nationals bracket winner. So this car's been around.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's been a fun ride. It really has.
I bet it is.
And it looks like you still got one speed record that's still standing.
Yeah.
It is. That out at Edwards Air Force Base, Muroc, where they used to run before the war.
Yeah.
And they let us run, I think, 3 years out there. And then an individual got hurt bad, and they stopped.
That's usually the way it happens, yeah.
So I still have that one record.
Yeah,
Well, that's good. It doesn't look like it's going to go away anytime soon.
No.
Yeah. Is that place still there?
Yes.
Muroc is?
Oh, yeah. They land the space shuttle and stuff out there.
Oh, is that where it is?
That's where we got to run. Was on
I'll
that.
be.
Okay.
So the runway's like 4 miles long.
Yeah.
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 Wow, that's
Dirt.
nice. It was dirt?
Yes. Yes.
No.
It's almost as hard as this asphalt, though, you know.
Yeah.
And
Pretty thick stuff.
Where is it? Is it out by the Mojave Desert?
it is in Mojave.
It's
yes.
in the Mojave Desert.
Out east of Lancaster, Palmdale area, southeast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Where are you from?
Originally California, Fresno, California. Well, I say Fresno, but a little farm community out west of Fresno.
Sure, yeah. And then you moved to Texas, I assume?
About 4 years ago.
Yeah?
There's
And
a
you're
young
never
lady
going
video.
back.
And
You're going to love it.
She belong to you out here? She's
Yes.
video? Okay.
Yes, sir. No, we're not going back. Maybe to visit a friend or two, but other than that.
I think that right now would probably not be the best time to go back. Yeah.
Yeah, that's just
It's changed
Crazy
a lot.
stuff.
it's
Yeah.
not what California's not what it used to be.
No, it's
when
not.
I was growing up.
Yeah.
So what are the plans for it now? New paint job, bigger wheels,
no,
tub it out?
Just drive it.
That's absolutely right on. We were just talking to our last guest about that very thing. Yeah, I want to put a paint job on it. I'm going, no, it's good. Is it a show car? Is it a drive car? I want the drive car.
Yeah.
Exactly.
He's got bugs in the grill. I like it. He's got his
Look, he
initials
does.
on the he's got initials on the bumper.
And it's been in the rain a few times over the years, and
There's
it's
nothing
just
wrong
fun.
with that.
No.
What do you do for windshield wipers?
Don't.
You don't. You do things like rain
Going
decks?
so
Yeah.
fast the
Yes.
rain can't catch up.
There you go.
So, all right. And what kind of transmission does it have in it?
It's got a Muncie 4-speed,
A Muncie 4-speed.
Oh, aluminum housing, Muncie?
an M-22
We
transmission.
should have opened the hood on this one.
Talk about old school.
I'm telling you.
Yeah, I love that. It's great because, as hot rodders do, and it's kind of in the DNA, well, yeah, the last guy did it this way. I want to change it and do it this way. And because you don't see too many like that, with a basic, it's a late model V8 block in it, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because they're more dependable and
Exactly.
they'll last forever. But the 4-speed, mwah.
Look at this. Look at that.
They're-
Holy smokes.
Jeff's a big station wagon.
Oh,
guy.
yeah.
Oh, nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Leave it right there. You're good.
Yeah.
So
We like your station wagon a lot.
Just park it right there. You're fine.
Yeah.
real quick, what was
he's
it
trying to
like
back in.
to be on Bonneville on the Salt Flats
David.
racing?
Oh, man.
I hear good stories, I hear bad stories.
Oh, I loved it. The last record I set was Through the Lights Backwards. What it is, my parachute handle was down by the gear shift. And just as I'm getting into the lights, I forget how fast, 180 or 90, whatever it was. But you know how it is. If you're driving down the road and you reach over to get something out of that seat, you'll move that wheel just a little.
Just a hair.
And
Your
well,
body
yeah.
tilts.
So I reached down to pull the chute, and that thing went around about, I don't know, a dozen times.
Wow.
Through the lights backwards, but it was a record.
Very nice.
Yeah, it was fun.
Now, is this your only hot rod?
Yes, now it is.
It is, because you've owned several with it along with others in the past.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is this your favorite?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
It's a keeper. Eventually, I'm going to probably look for something with roll-up windows and air conditioner, but I love it.
If you live in, which part of Texas you live in?
We're down by Cleburne.
Okay,
Okay,
you're not
it's
too
just south
far.
of here. Yeah.
No.
Yeah, yeah. Well,
Well, this is a hop, skip, and a jump for
Yeah,
you.
it's what,
Oh,
like
yeah.
an hour?
It was about
Less than an hour?
About 45
Yeah.
minutes.
Yeah, we came through
We came
Cleburne
to
coming up
Cleburne.
here.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Actually, we're out south of town, out in the country on 12.
We went right
acres.
by your house.
You
We
probably
did.
We honked the horn,
You
didn't
did.
you hear
Yes,
us?
you weren't there.
I thought I heard something, but I didn't have my hearing aids in. So
I got you.
That was me screaming because he was
What-
driving.
What do you do, or what did you do for a living?
when I got out of the service in '70, I flew crop dusters for about 35 years.
Wow.
Wow.
And then some health issues, I had to quit. And then so I went farming. The wife and I started farming almond trees.
Oh, very nice.
And did that for about another 10 years.
And that was in California?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
So, and then I wanted to leave then, but I couldn't leave my elderly father. So, anyway, when he passed away, that was our green light to leave, and we did.
Yeah.
And that's been about 4 years ago.
Any regrets?
No,
No.
not one.
Good for you. Yeah.
People are so nice out here.
Yeah, that's true. That is
And
very
you,
true.
you come on in wheel
We
time
try.
when you get to Texas,
Yeah,
all
that's
that
right.
good
You
stuff.
find us and
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah.
Well, it's great talking to you, Don.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Pleasure.
Yeah, and hopefully we'll run into you again, and not literally,
Yeah.
but yeah. Do you have mufflers on that thing?
Yes.
You got some cherry bombs on it or anything?
Yeah, they are glass packs, some old glass packs.
Glass packs.
Jerry Bond. We talked about that.
Let me
the
tell
other
you,
day.
Jeff and I were talking about glass packs and cherry bombs last night.
Some little car go brrr, it was louder than what it should have been. It sounds like
yeah.
he's got cherry bombs.
Cherry bombs on it.
Yeah.
Where do
Yeah.
you buy your hot rod parts?
I have.
Do you buy any anymore?
Well, very little.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm pretty much done with the car, other than just trying to maintain
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. Well, I obviously, your PF35 oil filter is still hanging in there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you can buy those at Walmart,
Yeah,
anywhere.
yeah.
So what triggered me on this is that you did crop dusting for 30, 35 years. So the speed and the thrill of that, is that like driving this on the Bonneville?
No.
No?
No, it's probably. Yeah, I guess
on the
the
salt
excitement
flats, yeah.
is basically the same. It's a rush.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
thrill of speed and
Yeah.
the victory of defeat.
Oh, agony of defeat.
No, a victory of defeat.
Okay, I
For
don't know
me.
what show you were watching.
Yeah.
But Bonneville for me was the same as basically like when I was flying. It's just you got to keep your head in it the whole minute,
Oh, yeah.
every minute of what you're doing there.
Yep.
'Cause especially like on the flying, going under wires and doing all the things we did. What you can't be thinking about anything else. It's,
Can't be thinking about going to Bonneville.
No, although I did. Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Did you own your own plane?
Yes, it was my father's business. That was part of the business.
Yeah.
And
Right.
My father started it in '47 when he got out of the service.
And when did you take your first flight to do that?
Actually, I started flying before I went in the service. In about 65, 66, he was teaching me. And then,
So you're a teenager?
yeah. So when I got out, I knew that's what I wanted to do.
What kind of
So
plane was it?
then we had the old Stearman biplanes.
Stearman. I was thinking Stearman, yeah.
Yeah, we had, when I came home.
Because they can go low and slow.
Oh,
Yeah,
they're
they did
maneuverable,
that.
yeah.
Yes. When I came home in '70, he had 14 of them out there. Wow.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
He had
A
himself
little
a business.
Air Force.
Pardon?
He had a whole fleet of them out
Oh,
there.
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm surprised that he didn't roll in an aircraft carrier or something to land them on. Yeah.
But we switched over to these modern airplanes, that air tractors. They came out
Oh, yeah.
in the
Very nice.
early '70s. And
Low wings, and how many gallons of juice does it hold?
this particular model was 500 gallons.
That's a lot, and it's a lot of weight.
Yes.
Yeah. And what kind of engine did it have in it? I'm
It-
just curious.
Pratt Whitney gas turbine, PT6.
Okay, it's a gas turbine engine.
750 horse.
Yeah.
That's your next project. Put one of those in something like this.
Don't think I didn't think about
Just extend those front rails a little bit.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because, it's such a neat little engine. You could almost put it under your arm and carry it.
Right.
Oh.
Yeah, they don't
That's
take up a lot of
precious.
space.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it's all about really exhaust.
Yep.
The intake doesn't take much, but the exhaust,
You
you
gotta
got
get that
to
hot
get
air
it
out.
out of there.
Yes, exactly.
Well, Don, thanks so much for stopping by.
Yes, sir. Thank
Real
you.
pleasure. We really appreciate you
Yeah.
and appreciate what you got going.
Thank you. I appreciate
Nice
you.
car.
Enjoy the
Thank
rest
you.
of the
Nice
show.
car.
Thank
Hey,
you.
the award-winning In-Wheel Time Car Talk Show is available 24/7 through the Odyssey Radio app. Look for the In-Wheel Time Car Talk Show. We also video stream our live weekly show on Facebook, YouTube, and InWheelTime.com, and podcasts from your favorite podcast provider. Wanted to tell you that today we're doing a bonus hour here. That's why we're on at 9. We'll also continue on through 12 noon today. Our typical show airs from 10 a.m. to 12 noon on Saturdays Central Time, and it's a 2-hour show, and we bust that show up into 30-minute segments for podcasts, and you can get those throughout the week on all of your favorite podcast providers. The N-Wheel Time Car Talk Show continues right after this quick break.
The Tex-Mex dining experience is defined by Lupe Tortilla, your destination for Texas's best beef fajitas and frozen margaritas. Since 1983, Lupe Tortilla has served authentic and time-tested recipes made with the freshest ingredients. Atmosphere is part of the award-winning experience at Lupe Tortilla, all developed in a little house near Highway 6 and I-10 in West Houston. Visit any of the Lupe Tortillas and you'll see the same attention to detail in each and every location. Start your Lupe experience with queso flameado and guacamole, along with a classic frozen margarita. Dine on famous Lupe beef and chicken fajitas, or pepper shrimp brochette, or a fish or vegetarian entree, and finish with a scrumptious flan for dessert. Find Lupe Tortilla in Houston, College Station, Beaumont, Austin, San Antonio, and Dallas-Fort Worth. There's a Texas location near you. The recipes are authentic and time-tested. The ingredients always fresh. Lupe Tortilla, he's pretty good. The N-Wheel Time Car Talk Show thanks you for 14 wonderful years. Yep, our first show aired May 7th, 2011 on a local radio station. Then it was a move to the digital world and social media, and you followed. Thank you. We continue to build and grow our fan base, and it's all because of you and your auto enthusiast friends. We appreciate your support. It's always great to see you at our remote broadcasts, and we hope you'll continue to stop by and say hello. It's been a great ride, and we hope to bring you more fun and adventure right here on the N-Wheel Time Car Talk Show.
Hey, thanks for joining us today. Yes, we are at the Lone Star Street Rod Association State Run in Granbury, Texas. Hewlett Park is where we're located, and this is the 50th anniversary for the Lone Star Street Rod Association. So congratulations to them, and thank them for allowing us to barge in, elbow our way in here.
Oh, yeah, we did.
So there's that. I wanted to do a feature because, you know, the inventor of the Beach Boys passed away this past week, and you know, the effect that he had on all of us that are living and breathing today, from the 1960s, early 60s actually, was quite profound. And somebody asked me the other day, well, why the Beach Boys? The Beach Boys, such a weenie group. The Beatles. Well, England had the Beatles, and we had the Beach Boys. And I was always drawn to the Beach Boys, always. I love the Beatles, but they were our Beatles, if you will. Mm-hmm. So there were car songs before Brian Wilson, of course, but few entertainers in the rock and roll era did more to promote Southern California car culture than the Beach Boys founder, who died June 11th at the age of 82. It wasn't just 1932 Fords, Little Deuce Coupe, or powerful Chevrolet engines, She's Real Fine, My 409.
Yeah.
That Wilson and the Beach Boys wrote and sang about. It was Jaguar XKEs. Remember that song? Mm-hmm. Corvettes and the Jan and Dean classic, Dead Man's Curve. Yep. And, you know, Wilson wrote that. I didn't know that. They gave that to Jan and Dean. Mm-hmm. In the summer of '64, Wilson's song about a 50cc motor scooter had Americans singing the name of a little-known Japanese company when Little Honda debuted on the Beach Boys' All Summer Long album. Yep. The song was covered the same summer by one-hit group called the Hondells, and hit number 9 on the pop charts. They only had one. But it was car songs that put the Beach Boys in the fast lane. The Beach Boys harmonized about a Ford Thunderbird and fun, 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 till her daddy takes the T-Bird away.
Yeah.
Drag races, cruising, just hanging out, featured in songs including Shut Down, I Get Around, and All Summer Long, that became summer radio staples. Wilson's first car was a 1957 Chevy Impala, a 79 Cadillac Coupe de Ville, Rolls-Royce Phantom, a 1990 Chevrolet Corvette ZR1, and Ferrari 488 GTB were among the avid collector's cars. Tributes from Wilson's contemporaries lit up social media this week. We lost one of the greatest composers and messengers who took jazz harmony, put it to a Chuck Berry beat, and made a new genre of music. Some of the best singles in the world, wrote Randy Bachman of Bachman Turner Overdrive.
Now, the album Pet Sounds, that influenced the Beatles.
Yes.
So it was not like the Beatles were, they're the greatest. Well, they were taking cues from other bands, like all bands do, But the Pet Sounds was the one that was most influential with McCartney.
So the first one on this, this was actually a story from Haggerty. Little Deuce Coupe. There's one. And I've already mentioned the 409. 409 was from the album 409, Surfin' Safari.
And when we were setting up this morning before the event started, they were playing Beach Boys songs on the PA system here. So that was kind of nice.
Fun, Fun, Fun.
Yep. T-Bird Away.
Yep. Beach Boys, Fun, Fun, Fun. 60s Teenage Rebellion. Back before that meant long hair and LSD.
Oh, I wasn't rebellious in my youth.
No, not you, Jeff. He was.
This guy was.
How about Shutdown?
Just passing through.
There's one called Our Club.
Yeah, I remember that one.
That was from the early 60s. Ballad of Old Betsy. I don't remember that song.
I don't remember that one.
Spirit of America.
Okay.
You do that one. In My Car. I think it was a postscript to
I
In
just
My
heard that
Room.
the other day, yeah.
I wasted a lot of ink on this because I printed out all the
You're all
pictures.
excited.
Yeah, my red ink is just going out the
red
window
ink.
here. Of course, the last one, Kokomo, part of the Tom Cruise bartending movie.
But Kokomo was they covered that from somebody else, I believe.
Is that what it was?
I think so.
I don't know. Spirit of America.
Maybe
I
wrong.
that. Yeah.
Send Mike your complaints if I'm wrong on that.
Don@inwheeltime.com and I'll get them.
Spirit of America rounds out the list. Tale of the Bonneville Salt Flats. Land Speed Records, one of the
about
quickest
that?
cars ever to test the Salt Flats. Wilson and Christian tag-themed this 2-minute tribute to the Spirit of America. And it was really all about Craig Breedlove in the early 1960s. This jet without wings.
Yeah,
as the
Breedlove
lyrics
was
describe
a
it.
Bonneville guy. Bonneville Salt Flats guy. Yeah.
Motivated by the J47, a jet for his powered car.
Yep.
So that's our little tribute, thanks to Automotive News and Haggerty from Brian Wilson, who passed away this week.
You know, the in-wheel time vehicle needs a jet engine on it, I think. You could.
Well, I could have used it yesterday coming up here for sure.
Yeah, could use an
Well,
airplane.
I think that would pretty much do away with the exhaust leak from the exhaust header that you've got.
And there's a small airport not far from
yeah.
here. We should have all just flown in. That would have been nice.
What was it? What was it?
It was a little airport not far. We saw airplanes landing
coming
through here.
We did.
Just
the Granbury
International.
Intergalactic.
Intergalactic. Okay.
It's the Intergalactic Airport.
Granbury Intergalactic.
Okay.
Cool.
I'm trying to keep up with time here and not get too deep into all of this.
Because we don't want to interview our guest and then be short. So
no, we want to save her for the top of the hour.
Absolutely.
Okay. So I want to do some news headlines here. And please feel free to
chime in.
A lot of world news this week.
All right.
One of them is a thing called rare earth magnets.
Yeah.
I actually
You have one in the
not the
studio.
band.
Oh.
I actually do, and I paid a fortune for it. That little round magnet.
Yeah.
That little round magnet was like $35.
I remember it stuck to the plate in your head and we couldn't get it off.
There was that. I've still got
that
that
was
dent.
so funny.
I still got that dent back there.
Still funny.
But that rare earth magnet I used because in my car anyway, if you want to reset the tire pressure monitoring system for it to recognize the left front, the right front, left rear, you have to use a magnet to reset and tell the car this is the left front. It's a series of things that you go through, steps.
Kind of like program it.
Yeah.
Yes, correct. But to do that, you put the magnet on the TPMS sensor, actually the valve stem.
Right. Yeah,
And then you go in the car and you press the button, and it goes beep. You got it. Then you move over to the next one, and the little computer says, now do the right front. Same thing. So all four. And when you get done, it's all programmed. So if I have a low tire in the left rear, I know I got a low tire in the left rear.
Well, that's cool.
So that was my use of. Remember back in the day, we didn't really pay too much attention
Yeah,
to
stick
magnets.
Gauge. Yeah, stick
No,
gauge
but
for tire
magnets.
pressure. Oh.
Rare earth stuff.
Yeah.
And apparently China's got
It's
the
mainly on the refrigerator.
exactly same thing. It's all rare earth stuff. Anyway, President Trump said a trade framework from China has been completed, with Beijing supplying rare earth and magnets up front, and the U.S. allowing Chinese students into colleges and universities. That's quite a trade. U.S. and China will maintain tariffs at their current rate, lower levels following negotiations between the two nations in London. Okay, figure that out. I don't understand that, but whatever. Automotive industry is the most vulnerable sector globally to financial distress given supply chain instability, margin pressure, and trade tensions, according to a survey by consulting firm Alex Partners. Alex Partners' turnaround and transformation survey that polled 371 industry experts found that 66% of respondents said the automotive industry is the most likely to face significant distress in 2025. That rises to more than 80% of respondents from Europe, the Middle East, and Africa. Survey also found that more than 70% of global restructuring executives expect economic growth to decline in the coming year, and a similar percentage predict that the number of out-of-court restructurings will increase over the next 12 months. In other words, they're in some deep
Kimchi,
stuff.
yeah.
What'd you call it?
Kimchi.
Kimchi.
Deep kimchi.
What is kimchi?
Kimchi's a cabbage that they bury to ferment. It's
You smoke it or something?
no, you eat it. It's from like the Vietnam, Cambodia, Korean area. It's a staple.
I mean,
some
can,
cases it's a
can I go to
delicacy.
the Vietnam store and where I get my noodle soup and order some kimchi?
I don't know. I've never been to one, but you can give it a try.
Wear your bulletproof vest when you go, just in case.
Because then you'd be in a deep kimchi if you did.
Yeah.
No, it's a food.
President Trump said he may raise U.S. auto tariffs in order to boost domestic auto manufacturing. A move that could further ratchet up tensions with trading partners. Trump spoke Thursday at a signing ceremony for legislation terminating California regulations that would have banned the sale of gasoline-powered cars in 2035. You knew that was in place until last week. Well, it's a long-sought victory from some car makers and oil companies that attack the rules as unachievable. Let's see, 2035, that would be 10 years from now? I don't know. President said raising auto tariffs from their current 25% level could offer further protection for the domestic auto industry, citing General Motors' plan to invest $4 billion in U.S. plants over the next 2 years. Thank you, Mary Barra. He said, I might go up with that tariff in the not-too-distant future. The higher you go, the more likely it is they'll build a plant here in the United States.
That's what he wants.
Trump's latest threat comes more than a week after he doubled steel and aluminum tariffs to 50%, and he faces negotiations with dozens of trading partners before his July 9th deadline for higher duties to take effect. So there's that. Got a date?
Yeah.
No, yeah, with a commercial, but it's coming up in a few minutes.
You worried about it?
I was.
That's
I'm
why you
always
looked
worried
at your
about it.
watch?
That's exactly right.
Isn't that a smartwatch? It won't remind you?
No, I'm the smart guy.
Oh.
I got to look at it.
They're wearing the white shirts. I'm wearing the red shirt.
What's the
the
Sesame? One of these things is not like the other.
The show stylist indicated that white was going to be
White
the
was
color
it,
of the
and
day.
then at the last
Yeah.
moment,
Well, from past shows that we have had, we have learned, well, no, I knew, some of us haven't learned, that when you have got a lighter than the background, that white tends to mess with the camera so you can see us. Otherwise, we would be in such a shadow. It wouldn't be a good thing.
you know the things that they see on TV where they blur out your face and stuff?
Uh-huh.
Well, we're going to do that on yours. It's going to be a blur, like you're naked or something. You know,
I am a blur.
You're a blur.
If you haven't learned that yet, I am a blur. In many people's minds. Isn't that right, David? What did you say, David? Well, you don't have your headset on, David. I can't hear you.
He's intentionally saying it without his headset.
I know.
And what did he say? He's just something about me being naked?
He's
Yes,
being
sir.
ugly.
That's not happening. All right. We're going to take
Ignore them down there
We are
on
now,
that end of the table. The children down there. That's the children's table down there.
No, you're not putting that all on me, Buster. That ain't happening.
Ooh, he used the Buster word on you.
Quick break now. We're right back here on the In Wheel Time Car Talk Show. Stay with us.
You own a car you love. Well, why not let Gulf Coast Auto Shield protect it? Houstonian John Gray invites you to his state-of-the-art facility to introduce you to his specialist team of auto enthusiasts. We promise you'll be impressed. Whether you're looking to massage your original paint to a like-new appearance, apply a ceramic coating, install a paint protection film, nano-ceramic window tint, or new windshield protection called ExoShield, Gulf Coast Auto Shield is where Houston's car people go. Curbed your wheels? Instead of buying new, why not have them repaired? How about a professionally installed radar detector? Gulf Coast Auto Shield does that too. Get a peek inside the shop and look at the services offered by getting online and heading to gcautoshield.com. Better yet, stop by their facility at 11275 South Sam Houston Tollway, just south of the Southwest Freeway, and get a personal tour. Gulf Coast Auto Shield is your place to go for all things exterior. Call them today, 832-930-5655 or gcautoshield.com. The award-winning In Wheel Time Car Talk Show now reaches 5.3 million folks each year. Check us out on InWheelTime.com, the Odyssey radio app, YouTube, Facebook, and just about every other entertainment source out there, including our live broadcast every Saturday, 10 to noon Central Time. The In Wheel Time Car Talk Show has informative automotive guest interviews, new car reviews, along with popular features including Jeff's Car Culture, the latest new cars, cruise-ins, and racing dates. It's InWheelTime.com. Join us. That's it for this podcast episode of the In Wheel Time Car Show. I'm Don Armstrong, inviting you to join us for our live show every Saturday morning on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and our InWheelTime.com website. Podcasts are available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, iHeart Podcast, Podcast Addict, TuneIn, Pandora, and Amazon Music. Keep listening, and we'll see you soon.